don't think I had the humility then to really truly say, like, I can't do this on my own and I need help and support.
Yeah.
So I think like I was very early on, like trying to model these strongman archetypal these stereotypes of like, I can do this on my own. And if I can't do it on my own, then I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. And so, I mean, I struggle with that even today, but like back then, definitely it was like very clear that I had these challenges.
You know, the strongman archetype is a tricky one because it doesn't allow for really any part of our human experience. So imagine you and I'm like, let's go for a jog, right? And even if we were like, I have friends who are like very practiced runners who like to do half marathons and marathons, you know, whatever. The idea that you would like maybe like slow down or take a break during your jog is like not unheard of. But when we think about like the representation of this archetype, like when do you remember Superman having like taking a break? And I don't. I remember him like being chained with kryptonite and then like starting to crumble. But there was never a moment where like I just flew like around the earth like 25 times really fast in order to like reverse time. Or that scene I'm trying to remember now, like where he we never watched him catch his breath.
Right.
So, but we're all trying to be that. And so when I stop and catch my breath, am I a failure? And I think the question is legitimate because, well, if I believe these images where I'm never supposed to have to do that, then probably. But we're all human. And you're like, of course. We watch, again, I'm going to go back to, I want to talk about the Olympics.
Let's go.
Just all the time. Like, can we change the name of this podcast? You watch Olympians at the end of whatever they've done and they collapse because they're exhausted. And there's something so beautiful about that. And that's, I think, part of the magic of the Olympics. Like, oh, you just like cross-country skiers, like falling down at the end of their races because they've just used every ounce of what they've got. How unbelievable. And yet we can't somehow bring that into our daily life to be like, oh, if I do something really big and really, you know, I get to have a moment where I collapse and recover